Well, good morning. Here I am at the start of the West Highland Way. I'm in Milngavie, about to start on my journey to Fort William. It's about 20 to 6, so it's still a bit dark. And I shall be heading down there, look. It's a bit dark. I'm going to have to get my little torch out. Right, I shall tell you more about the West Highland Way in a bit. Well, good morning. Just to give you a bit more information on the trail that I've started. Do forgive me, I've got sun's bright in my eyes. As you've already seen, I'm starting the West Highland Way. It starts in Milngavie, where I was this morning. It heads north to Fort William, and it's about 96 miles. It's a gorgeous, I do know this area really well. Don't want to go into too much detail. It's about 9:45, so I've done about 4 hours and I'm about 11 miles in. I'm not far off of Drimmen. And I'm only a couple of miles off of where I crossed this track when I did the Rob Roy Way 2 years ago. So I'll be standing somewhere I've stood before. Today I'm looking to get to just short of Rowardennan, because the national park, the Loch Lomond National Park, they have restricted camping between March and October, and you have to either book on a campsite or you get a permit, and then you've got to camp where the permit allows you to camp. I've got a permit for tonight at a place called Loch Moor. I've probably butchered that, but it's about half a mile before Rowardennan, so it's about a 26.5 mile day. I'm about 10-11 mile in, something like that. And it's going to be a scorcher by the looks of this. I've really dropped on weather-wise. I've been looking at the forecast this morning, and the next 2 days are going to be sunny. Maybe all week, but obviously I use the Mountain Weather Information Service, and they only give 3 days. It's mountains, you can't go too far in front. It looks like I'm going to be really dropping on the weather. So at the minute I am heading for Conic Hill. Well, just past Drimmen, then I'm heading for Conic Hill. It's at the back of me. Let me just turn it round and I'll show you. Right, Conic Hill is there, look. You see it with a bit of cloud on top? I shall be going up and over that, and then that drops me down into Balmahar, which is about 20 mile from this morning, I think. 18 or 20 mile. Well, this is where I was stood 2 years ago. The Rob Roy Way, look. This is where the Rob Roy Way and the West Highland Way cross. So last year I went up there, only I was like a drowned rat because it would never stop raining. And this year I'm heading up there. Conic Hill next up. Well, I was going to treat myself to a pint, but it's absolutely packed. And there's no standing up inside, it's just for tables with numbers, so you've got to sit down and then order with a QR code or something. I thought, oh, I can't be arsed, so I've come over here, treat myself to a sandwich and a bit of pop. Look, yeah, that's my dinner. Alright, I've just had a quick half hour in Balmoral. Balmar. I'm just nipping across, there's a shop over the road. I'm going to get some more orange for tonight. But I'm chilling out a little bit because I've got 20 mile in, I've only got another 6.5 to go to my camp spot that I've got. And it's only about, I think it's about 1:30, if that. Another 6, 7 hours of daylight left. So it's flying today. But I've got to recommend that Conic Hill. Great views up there, great views. And if anybody tells you it's really difficult, just check this quick photograph out that I took in the car. In fact, it's just there up there. See them coaches? They're school kids. They were on the very, very top the same time as I was, all cheering and whooping and hollering and backslapping each other. School kids. So draw your own conclusions from that, how difficult it is. Teachers have took them up. But the views are amazing. Amazing views. Really, really good. Well worth the effort, because that's not the official route. The official route brings you in through the village, through what's like a road walk. Right, this is the place that I told you about earlier, that I've got a permit for. Look, I've decided to stay here. I'm going to walk down there and have a look, but I think I'm going to be staying here because I'm absolutely buggered. Let's have a look at it first. There we go. See where I am. And I have got the pick of all that down there for my camp spot. There's nobody else here at the minute, so let's go and have a look. Well, it's fair to say I've had worse camp spots. Took a bit to fiddling about getting my my tent pegs in because of all the damn roots, and there's quite a lot of rocks underneath the floor as well. And that's my view in the morning. I'm hoping I don't get too much condensation. I'm going to leave my tent flaps open because I'm actually in the trees, so it shouldn't be too bad, but who knows. If it's misty, if there's a mist on the water or a cloud inversion tomorrow, my tent will be covered in condensation, but it is what it is. Well, I'm going to have a gorgeous view in the morning. Well, good morning. I'm having to whisper because there's other people camping. There's a couple of youngsters down there camping by the loch. This is my view this morning. Lovely. It's lovely and still and peaceful, except for the damn cars and lorries on the other side of the road on the A82. But I had an absolutely great kip, I really did. A good 10 hours sleep. Beautiful. And even better, my tent, not one drop of condensation. Bone dry. Brilliant. Right, I'm on my way to Rowardennan now. I'm about a quarter of a mile, half a mile off, where I'm going to pick some water up and I'm going to crack on. I'll get in touch with you then and tell you what I'm trying to do today. I've just come through Rowardennan and I walked around. I'm on like a bit of a single track road, and I walked around the corner and there's a young girl outside of a tree having a pee with her back to me. So I'm like, oh shit. So I turned round, put my back to her and coughed. She squeaked. She squealed. She said, oh no, oh my god. I said, oh, I'm not looking, I've got my back to you. I said, take your time, I'm not looking. So of course she was really embarrassed. But it just brought back a memory of when I'm not sure which way to go here. I think I'm going down there. Maybe. I'll have a look. It brought back a memory from Arizona. There's a trailhead just before you get to Kearney, and where the cars park, and you climb up to it. A bit of a 10-12 foot climb. So I climbed up and there were 4 or 5 cars parked there, and one with a pickup, and there were 2 guys trying to get an ATV vehicle out of it. And then a woman sat down, bent over in front of the pickup, squat down, doing the same thing. Like, well, I couldn't miss her. She was right in front of me. So we both looked at each other kind of at the same time, you know what I mean? And I just put my hand above my head like that. I said, I'm not saying that. She said, oh, you're all right, love. But that weren't such a good experience. That she were rather large and rather old. So, but I'm trying to be polite. But she were young and fit. But I turned around anyway because I'm a gentleman. Right. It's warm today. There's not a breath of wind. Look at this lot. I mean, just look at the lots. There's nothing on it. How beautiful is that? Be a warm one when them clouds lift. Okay, my plans for today. I've just left Rowardennan. I'm heading for Tyndrum. Place I know really well. I must have stayed there 5 or 6 times over the years. And there's a camping site there called By the Way. And I booked a glamping pod last night. I don't usually bother, I usually stay in a campsite or wild camp preferably, but I want to recharge my electrics up, they're getting a bit low. Plus I was a bit sweaty yesterday and I'm a bit sweaty today, or I will be. So I'm going to wash my clothes and get a shower as well. That's where I am. Catch you later. That's me leaving the camping management zone. So you're allowed to camp anywhere past this post. I wish I'd have pushed on a little bit now because it's only been, well, not even half an hour. And look at this, would have camped there. I know technically I'm still inside, but I don't think anybody would have come and kicked me out for the sake of 10 or 12 foot. Onwards and upwards. Okay, this is where the trail splits. You've got the high route, which is this forest track, and then you've got the low route, which is this single path. Now apparently the low route is gnarly and the easier route's the higher one. Yeah, I can do gnarly. I think this is where the high route meets the low route now. I've just come from down there and now obviously the routes have combined and this is the way forward. It doesn't look too bad from here. Yeah, let's see what my future evolves. Oh, I tell you what, I've got just to give you a quick heads up about my channel. I forgot to mention this earlier. I was supposed to have done the Tahoe Rim Trail in July, and I was also supposed to be doing the Arizona Trail again in November, October, but southbound this time. But I've been having trouble with my toe. It started to flare up when I was in Phoenix waiting for my flight. I get gout now and again, very, very rarely, but I get it occasionally. A couple of days and that's it, it goes. I've had it on trail before, it's never really stopped me. But this time, I don't know what happened, but this was my toe 4 weeks after I got home. And as you can see, I couldn't book any flights back to America with my toe like that. And to give you a really short version, I could give you the details, but I don't want to bore you to death. Like I say, I've got gout, but with it being so bad, I went to the doctors with it because it was 4 weeks, and I ended up having an X-ray and a blood test. Then I got a phone call. Yeah, we want to talk to you about your fractured toe. I'm like, what fractured toe? I've got gout. He says, no, you got a fracture as well. I'm like, so have you kicked anything? I said, no. So eventually I went to the hospital to see the expert, the consultant, and I said, look, I'm sure I've got a fractured toe. He said, here, look, and he showed me on television, on screen. I went, oh crap, even I could see it, I'm no doctor. He said, well, I don't think there's much we can do about it now. It was chipped as well. He said, because of how old it is. I said, how old it is? So it's a couple of years old, is that? It's sealed, the fracture's all sealed. And as soon as he said that to me, I went, oh my God. He said, what, do you remember? I said, yeah. I said, I did the Arizona Trail 2.5 years ago and I kicked a freaking stone. I stubbed my toe really bad. He says, did it bruise? I said, it was black. He goes, yeah, that's when you did it. So I did the Arizona Trail with a bruised ass, a swollen ankle, and a freaking broken toe. And I've still got it because it's here to me now. So they're going to have to operate on it, square it all up, push my two bones together at the joint, clean it out and push the joint together, and then put a screw in from the top. He said, you won't be able to bend your toe. I said, I can't bend it, I can't bend it now. So that's why I've not been doing anything abroad. I didn't dare book a flight and then my toe flare up again. Yeah, I had a lucky one. So I've just had a quick 30-second, 1-minute break, which is a lot for me, and stopped up with my water. This is as fresh as it can be. It's absolutely beautiful, lovely and refreshing. Well, I did say back there that I'd read that that was a gnarly stretch. And people exaggerate, don't they? But they didn't on this occasion. That's gnarly. That's a tough trail, that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not easy. From Rowardennan, I'm at the Ardlowy turnoff. You can go down to Ardlowy there. I've only got about 12 miles and it's gone 12 o'clock. I've another 14 miles to do to get to the Tyndrum tonight. Whoo! And I'm glad I booked into Tyndrum. It's going to be a long, tough day, but I stink like a dog otter. I need to get there, get myself a shower, get my clothes cleaned, then get a few resupplies. Met a few American strays, quite a few on here. Right, I'll carry on. That was a tough stretch, I ain't gonna lie, I'm blown. Right, I'm finally here. I don't think I'm going to walk another goddamn step. Let's see what my pod's like. Alright, this is my accommodation for the night. My little hobbit hut. I've just got tokens. Well, look. Washing up liquid. Not washing up liquid, sorry. Detergent and some soap. I'm going to get a shower. And for life of me, I can't work out how to open this second door. Jesus Christ. But anyway, this is it. Look. I'll be sleeping on there. Whew. Man, I don't know what more you want to see. It's got a fridge and it's got a fridge. And that's all I need, a fridge, because I'm going to get some cold drinks. But I want to get a shower first and get all my washes, my clothes washed. So I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, I've stayed in there a good few times, at least 5 or 6. Nearly back to the trail. Well, I suppose technically I am on trail, but just behind the green welly stop is where it hangs to the right. Follows the track. So today, day 3, I'm heading for Loch Lomond, which is around 28 mile. Now I do know this stretch really well. From Tyndrum to Fort William. I've hiked and backpacked around here dozens and dozens of times. Ooh. I'm currently heading for Bridge of Orkey, which is a hotel on the main road. It's about 7 mile. It's fairly flat, level-ish. And then it pulls, you leave Bridge of Orkey, you've got quite a climb up and over. Well, that'll give you great views. Rannoch Moor, which I cross on the western edge, kind of heading for Kingshouse, which is at the southern end of Glencoe. And then I go up and over double staircase and head on down to Loch Lomond. So I should get some great views today because the sky's, well, I can't see a cloud, so yeah, not too difficult. Water shouldn't be a problem. There's a few places I can stop anyway. I might even take a break at Kingshouse. I stayed there before. Right, see you in a bit. I forgot to mention earlier, my intentions on this trek. I didn't say anything because I didn't know how my toe was going to be. As I've mentioned before, my toe's been giving me a bit of grief, but it's okay. It's sore, but it's okay. When I finish this West Highland Way, I'm spending the night in Fort William, and then I'm going to hike the Great Glen Way, which runs from Fort William northeast to Inverness. And then again, depending on my toe, I'm looking at doing the John O'Groats trail, which then runs from Inverness to John O'Groats. So if my toe behaves itself, I'll be looking at walking from Milngavie or Glasgow to John O'Groats, which is around 320 mile. But again, it depends on my toe. But we shall see, won't we? Lovely day, lovely day. There's the Bridge of Orkey Hotel. I stayed there a good few years back now. In fact, my ex-girlfriend set the fire alarm off in there, drying her hair. The manager wasn't best pleased. So I'm going to cross the road and then get over the River Orkey, and I'm going to start my climb up. Right, finally made Kingshouse. That's at about 21 mile I'm at now for the day. Right, Blackwater campsite. Very nice. It's 5:30. I've just got here. I've done 28 mile. So, and that's where I'm camping there. There's my little rucksack, look, that green thing. Yeah. 15 mile to do tomorrow, get me to Fort William, and that'll be the end of the trail. It's been hot today though.
Oh, good morning. This is day 4 of about 15 mile to go. I'm trying to whisper here because I'm just going to show you a quick look around the camp. This is Blackwater campsite. Really good facilities. I'm just charging my phone up a little bit there, look. Yeah, really good facilities. They've got drying rooms. Couple of drying rooms, look. Yeah, really nice. Really enjoyed it. Wind got up last night though. Toilets and showers in here. And there's my little tent. I'm just about to pack up and then I shall be on my way. I'll catch you later. Windy today. Right, this is a quick look at Loch Lomond, because I don't go down there. That's the pub, that Highland Getaway. I went in there last night, had a couple of pints. Really nice, but man, it was full of bloody midges. And this is my route. I'm going up there. This is the River Leven. Beautiful.
this is me sat to the grumpy old bugger here at the official end of the West Highland Way. Do you see that bar in the background, the Black Isle bar? I've just come out of there. I've had a couple of pints of cider, and there was some of the best cider I've ever had. They were absolutely gorgeous. It's like a home brew pub. It's 2 o'clock. I finished about 1ish, and I booked a night in an Airbnb because I was struggling to get accommodation. I don't know why. Everywhere's bloody full. But I've got accommodation for one night. I really could do with 2, if I'm honest. My feet are really aching. I could do it. I wouldn't mind 2 nights. I'd have a bit of a lay down and a crashing out, but the weather's going to be turning in about 3 or 4 days, so I need to start the Great Glen Way tomorrow. Right, quick recap. Beautiful trail, absolutely gorgeous. I've loved it. It's been tough. If I was to do it again, I would try and do it in 6 or 7 days. I wouldn't go for 4. But like I say, I had that window of opportunity for good weather, so I took it. I jumped on the West Highland Way, and I want to get the Great Glen Way done at the same time. All at the same time, straight, you know, one after the other. But it was amazing. Absolutely beautiful trail. I can't recommend it enough. Absolutely fantastic. And today was a great day as well. I've really enjoyed today. Coming up the old military road, coming out of Loch Lomond through the old military road. Beautiful. Going through, I don't know what the glen is. I don't know what it's called, but it was absolutely stunning. Really good. So, well, I don't know how much more I can say. I've just thoroughly enjoyed it. Really have. But like I say, if I could leave any tips on this, I would say do it in more than 4 days. Don't. I did this just because of the good weather that we got, so I thought, bugger it, I'll crack them both off. But yeah, if I do it again, like I've already said, 6 or 7 days, 5 at the most. But great trail. Thank you for watching. I've got an hour to go now before I can go into my accommodation, my Airbnb, get a shower and everything, and then I shall be starting the Great Glen Way in the morning. So hopefully I'll catch you on that as well. Take care everybody, thank you.